Hey guys, welcome back to FPGunline. I'm gonna do a follow-up video to a video we posted a while ago, and that was about the SIG P365 Fuse that I have right here with me. This was actually my first handgun I ever purchased, and I'm really happy with it. Some things I want to point out, I guess, would be some accessories that I've maybe added, because this might look a little different than yours at home. So you might notice the grip first off. So we're gonna start down here with the grip. Radium back strap with the mag well. So that might look a little different. I went ahead and I stippled mine, and you can see that all up here. So that's gonna be for more my personal preference, my comfortability, and how I like to hold the gun. Because I like some good grip, and that really helps with that. So I went ahead and did that. You might see this light on here. This is the TLR 7 sub. And this is what I've been rocking for everyday carry. And I have one of the SIG Reflex, the SIG Romeo X here on top. This is not the enclosed one. I didn't care to spend that much, even though I would have liked it. But yeah, I'm still happy with the purchase. I love the red dot. I love the light. It's a really good conceal and carry. And today I'm wearing a holster, but during my day-to-day life, I don't exactly wear an outside the waistband holster. I wear appendix, and I have a Velo Lux holster, and that's also in our first video if you want to take a look at that. But let's get into thoughts about the gun. You know, 2,000 rounds, can you ask yourself, is it reliable? Right? Because a lot of people, they'll go out and they'll buy a gun and they'll put a box of ammo through it, and then it's like, oh yeah, that works, and it goes and it sits somewhere. Well, I wanted to test this thing and I love shooting it, so why not? And I will say, I don't think anything besides the break-in period has ever gone wrong with this gun. And I don't want to speak so highly of SIG right now, even though it's been good to me. But you might find something different. You know, all guns are different. All quality control with the company is different. When I first purchased this handgun, I had a cracked magazine. And I just want to mention too, with SIG's lifetime guarantee, that I just sent them an email, and they ended up sending me 2 mags. Even though that one was cracked, they sent me 2 extra extended mags. So that was really nice of them. I gotta say, their warranty is really good. So. But besides that, I can't say I've had any issues at all. And besides the daily, or not daily, the every couple week maintenance, if you're shooting a lot, you don't really have to worry about too much. If I go and I shoot like 200, 300 rounds, which to some people that might seem like a lot, or to some people that might not seem like any, to me that's kind of a lot, because 9mm, even though it's cheaper, it's still ammunition, and ammunition costs a lot of money. So I don't get to go shoot a lot, as much as I want to, let's put it that way. So I like cleaning guns, you know. I like keeping them nice, and when I go out and use them, then it's ready to go. So as long as you keep this thing clean, it goes, it runs, and I love it. So basically, I guess my final thought would be, if you're on the fence about buying this, go out and buy it. I can't say I've shot the macro, so I don't know how that shoots. I've shot a couple other handguns, I know how they shoot. And for conceal and carry, this shoots very well. You know, that added extra barrel is, you know, a lot less snappy than some of these compact guns might be. This is still super slim, if you don't know about it, but it's very shooter friendly, and I like that. So, and sorry for my hands being all dirty. This is from loading brass and gunpowder and what God knows what. So, but yeah, would I recommend it? Yes. So I guess that would be my final thought. Things to consider. I'd say at this price point, there's a lot of good options. And that's why I can't say too much, because I haven't shot a lot of the good options. So So let's get into some things I like and what I don't like about this gun. Number one would have been something that I didn't like. Obviously, I went and I stippled the grip. So I didn't like that smooth. If it was my preference, I probably would have did what I did exactly. So that was free to do. You know, I had a wood burner. Or you could take a solder iron and you go through and you'll stipple. There's 100 videos on YouTube. And I can do one of those videos if you guys want, let me know. But I'd say that would be number one. The magwell that came on this, it's kind of flimsy, and I tightened it down all the way, and it kind of moves back and forth. And I didn't necessarily like that. I went with the radian because I actually wanted to add a little bit of weight to this thing, even though it might not be much, but I wanted to add a little bit. So I got this. I'm super happy with that. But the magwell, it is locked on there. It feels like it's one piece of aluminum all the way up. So I would say props to Radian, because the one that comes on this gun when you buy it is not the best, but it will work. Let's talk about other things maybe I do like. Love the fiber optic, love the sights on this thing. If you're running it without a red dot, which it's been a while, but I'd almost say I prefer it without the red dot for just carrying. Just conceal carrying, it's lovely. It's really nice. With the red dot, maybe that's just preference. I think red dots are really nice for shooting, especially shooting past a certain yardage. You can really tell, like I can walk back 50 yards and just plink, plink, plink. Faster target acquisition. That's gonna be me walking up there, you know, drawing, or if I'm concealing, it's gonna be drawing. I will say that's almost faster with the red dot, but these sights are good enough alone that don't even pressure yourself to get one, because they're really nice. I love the fiber optic. What else? The trigger is not bad. I went and I added a positive reset spring that was a little bit stronger, so I can ride the reset when I'm shooting a little bit easier, and it doesn't really affect trigger pull that much. So I don't have an issue with it. You can see this is empty, but it is very crisp. It's not the lightest thing in the world, but when your only safety is the trigger, I don't necessarily want it to be. So I'd say that's a plus for a good carry gun. The light, which I guess this could be any gun, but they have it set up really nice with the pick rail underneath. I like that. The mags that it comes with, really like that. It comes with 3 mags, 2 extended, which are fantastic if you shoot a lot, because you get that 21 rounds. I would normally carry with a flush fit, and that'd be the 17 rounder. And I really like that it comes with 2 extendeds, because I love shooting. What else? Internals, I like how easy it is to rip apart, just like pretty much any handgun. There's nothing weird going on, which I do have some weird things. Kel-Tac, I got a Kel-Tac that's kind of weird to rip apart, but Kel-Tac's always, as my friend would put it, interesting garbage. So I love them anyway. They're affordable. The magazines have been nothing but reliable. I haven't had any issues at all. I don't think I've ever had any issues feeding hollow points or anything, even though that might be like feeder amp A's plus magazine, but no issues. There is a break-in period though. When I had this gun and I actually did that first video, that was kind of my first rounds for it, and you could see as it was getting really dirty, it started to jam up. And that was kind of metal on metal parts that haven't worn down, you know, they haven't met the clearance yet, or it's got clearance, but it's really tight. So over time, everything kind of loosens up. It starts to work a lot a lot harder. I'd say it's 100 times a better shooter now after I've ran 2,000 rounds through it than it was day one. And would I recommend a DPMS spring in here? I'd say if you're just gonna carry it, no, not for the money I paid it. But if you like shooting a lot and you want to tune it and see like, hey, what makes me snap back to target faster? What makes it less recoil? You know, that would be something maybe you want to pick up. I just went that route because it's got a bunch of springs that you can change out. Like this is an internally, I don't know the right term for it at the moment. I can't think of it, but it's got a separate mechanism. This moves back and forth, and then you got your interchangeable springs here, and they got, I want to say six different kinds. So it's heavy and light springs, and there's 3 of each, and they're different lengths. And right now I want to say I'm actually rocking a heavy, like the smallest heavy one right now, or the lightest heavy one, as counterintuitive as that is. But that one, when I time myself doing groups and whatnot, that one seemed to perform the best for me. So you can mess around with something like that. What else? The reviews about it getting hot, yeah, it does get hot. You know, some guns take a while to heat up. I feel like the slits in this one, the slits on the slide kind of make a lot less material right here and up here. So this, where the barrel actually is getting really hot. And it's not to the point where it's not usable. By far, I mean all these videos that might be playing here in the background, that thing was smoking hot. Like I could not put my hand on it, but it goes. I have no issue holding the grip at all. So runs great even though it's hot. I gotta hand it to SIG though for all the controversy and all that. I do think the P365 line has kind of saved their ass when it comes to a lot of stuff. And whether we believe it or not, I guess, because I can't say too much on the topic, I do think the SIG P365 line as a whole is really good. Even if you don't go with the fuse, I think for the price point, the macros are really nice. So even the small, or that'd be the XL, I like that one. Anything smaller than that, my hands are a little bit too big. I didn't like it, but you should go out and you should at least feel them and see if they feel nice in your hand, because I would recommend them for shooting reliably. So yeah, so again, I guess my final thoughts would be it's a good gun. I'd recommend it. I think you should definitely check out all options available and come to your own conclusion, but it works great for me. So, and pretty much this end segment's just going to be a couple clips of me shooting if you're wondering how the gun runs and everything. So yeah.